Man, my bad. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I am your host, Brother Tahaka Bay. Family. Yes, it's about to go down tonight, family. Yeah, we had to switch gears a little bit and give you an update here on Moorish World TV. The update tonight is Krystal Muhammad. Over here, we likes to call her Big Shirley. We like to call her Big Shirley because she knows what's happening. Yes, indeed, family. What y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I'm sorry for the delay. My apology for the delay, family. I lost track of time. For real. I didn't know how. I went to look at the cloud like, oh, man, I got to cut this video real quick. You know what I'm saying? I had to cut this video real quick. But, man. I was trying to find some of my old Shirley files and all that. I couldn't find too much of my Shirley files. I think they went up into the computer army. But family, if you are new to this story, this is an ongoing story. This is one of the stories that I covered a while ago, probably about 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Let me explain to you. So Krystal Muhammad is supposedly a member of the new Black Panther Party. In fact, I give you the backdrop. The new Black Panther Party is not the Black Panthers. Did anybody know that? The new Black Panther parties, they're insignificant. You probably haven't heard of them. Listen. They're called the new Black Panther parties, but they have nothing to do with the Black Panthers. If you're familiar with the Black Panthers, Huey P. Newton and all of that, know for sure that this is not them. No affiliation, no connection whatsoever. The new Black Panther Party in this era of time is, in my opinion, is another information gathering group that has split into two. One lead is Malik Shabazz and another lead is Krystal Muhammad. Now, I really got to give you the real today. Somebody sent me, a Moorish World TV citizen sent me a video of her on Willie D show, which compelled me to do the show tonight. Because recently, in looking at a video with Freaky Ricky on Vlad, there was an episode of Vlad, a clip that Vlad put out where Vlad calls Willie D. And Vlad says that Willie D is his confidant. Something to that point. Like, he's his go-to man. You know what I mean? So I said, Now Willie D, my man. I'm a fan of Willie D, but I can separate fan from fiction and from fact. You know what I'm saying? But from the hip hop perspective, Willie D's my man. But now, I just wonder how people measure the crowd they keep. You know what I mean? I just be wondering how people measure the crowd they keep. Like, Vlad is suspect of quite a few things. Now, I don't think Vlad been proven to be guilty of these things, but man, it's a lot. I mean, the thing where he jumps into the social issues of our people and he gives his opinion as if he qualified to give an opinion. Now, Vlad is way out of order with that. But some of the things that has taken place on the platform, and ultimately people will get locked up. Hey, I blame some of the people on some of that too. But hey, if a person creates the platform and then get people to come and make a confession, I mean, that's on them. That's on them. But when I seen, getting to my point, when I seen Willie D talk to Vlad live, And then he passed the phone to Tariq. And I'm like, hold up. This stuff is all connected again. Now, I don't want to believe that about Willie D, but I've heard it quite a few times that Brother Willie D is in some of these same circles. I don't want to believe it. Anybody ever heard that before? I don't want to believe it. Ain't nothing you can say to me. Family, make sure you share this because they going to be mad they ain't talking about Tariq tonight. But I get back to him. I got y'all. Don't worry. I ain't finished with him yet. But I don't want to believe him. I mean, I don't want to believe that he's on that team. I don't want to believe it. But it seems like it's lining up. And so this thing with Krystal Muhammad pops up, right? And I'm like, hold up. We haven't seen her in a minute. And then she pops up on Willie D, which is one of those platforms that do get the numbers. Now, I don't live off of numbers. Let me tell you, family, if you're doing podcasts, don't live off the numbers. The numbers are not always real, and don't chase numbers. Chase sincerity of those viewers. You know what I mean? Chase friends and viewership friends and stuff like that. With truth though. Don't chase them without truth. But with that being said, I'm like, when I see her on the thing, the first thing that I click on to when the video come to me, I clicks on it, and the first thing to say, she said, we do medical, we do self-defense, we do rescue. I said, hold up, wait a minute. I said, who in the world is this woman rescuing? And I'm saying to myself, Willie D, if you watching this show, Willie D, now, you used to be a boxer, amateur boxer. You used to make sure that you can last a few rounds in the ring. Now, Willie D, who's she rescuing? Who's she doing combat with? I'll wait. Who is she rescuing and who is she doing combat with? See, this is why I'm saying that it's a grift. One amongst many the reasons I'm saying it's the grift, because Willie D, who is she doing combat with? Stop it, man. I'm saying, man, listen, I have no problem with the big girl. In fact, before I was married, I had no problem with the big girl. I never had a problem with the big girl. But I know good and well the big girl ain't rescuing nobody in the trap house. I know the big girl, she's not rescuing nobody that's kidnapped. I know without a doubt or contradiction that the big girl ain't getting away from the police. This is not believable. I'm trying to tell you. Now, y'all might say, well, Grand Sheik, come on, you's a Grand Sheik. Why are you talking about this lady like that? Family, if you don't know the backstory, there was once upon a time where she came on Moorish World TV, and she pulled the same stunt that she just pulled on Willie D's show. And the stunt was, if you don't remember, I'll remind you, the stunt was when she came on the show, she was asking for donations for a guy that a guy that was killed. Right? If I'm not mistaken, something happened in a Something happened in a Planet Fitness. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was a Planet Fitness, and the guy had a heart attack. And she came to the show, and she said that there's evidence that the guy was poisoned. And they are going to investigate. And so she put up the Cash App, and this is before I knew who she was. She put up the Cash App, and she had reached out to me too. She had reached out to me, and I thought she was legitimate. You know what I mean? I thought she was legit. She puts out the Cash App, and then a week later, the lady husband called me. Oh, hit me in the inbox. She said, those people never even came to the funeral. Those people never reached out to me. Those people never even sent condolences to my family. So I reached out to Krystal Muhammad and I said, sis, what's going on? The people say this, that, and the third. Would you like to talk to these people? She didn't want to talk to them on the show, but she said she'll come and talk to me on the show. And she came on the show and she talked to me, et cetera, et cetera. In fact, I think this was the show that I did if you want to go see it. I mean, right here. If you want to go see it, it's still up. Scamming in the name of the deceased. Right there. No show. 4 years ago, they never showed up to the guy funeral. The people never got a piece of money from him. Nothing. So, at the end of the day, when you come on Moorish World TV and you jump out the window like that, I got to come back to the people and say, listen, this is what it is. So when I seen the Willie D presentation, I'm like, wow, this is the same thing. It's just a new person with a new tragedy and now a new money grab. But she's been out of the way for a while. I haven't seen her in a while. But I said, man, this is just a new money grab. And so I'm like, man, this is crazy. So family, we back here tonight to deal with this, just have some conversation about this. Much of this right now is really just the ridiculousness of these hustles. They keep coming back. They never, ever take a rest. They continue to do the same thing over and over again. And what they rely on is that people going to forget. That's what they think. You know what I mean? They think that people going to forget. But nobody going to forget, because at the end of the day, we recognize the same hustle. And guess what? For Moorish World TV, it's commentary. So let's get the commentary. You know what I mean? Let's get to the commentary. Check. Let's get to the commentary. Check. Yo, this the real deal. Let's go. Yes, sir. This the real deal. Let's go. Talk about. I said the feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing this frauds. They say I'm trolling. What up, crypto? They catch me in Cali, set me up with some charges. If I was 25, I probably would have stuffed them up regardless. On the run from the feds, because that boy is a fed. If this was back in the day, I put a price on his head. You wanna swing on the guard, you little swindling fraud. With the feds on the block, the roof, and in the car. Nah, I'm a little smarter. I live to fight tomorrow. I refuse to let you leave me to slaughter. You little punks. I got children to raise. I got people to uplift. Your intentions is to enslave my people in grift, and at the same time snitch on anybody suspicious. You a government witness and they just changed your name. Gave you a new identity, location, and fame. But you know who you are. You can't hide no more markets. It's coming to light what you done did in the hit that thumbs up, family. Yeah, we cooking tonight. You infiltrated the rap game. It's Cosmo Flex. Your job is done. The feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm we got a good one for you tonight, Sam. I'm trolling like 50. The feds is man, watch how this all come together. Hey family, if you've been watching Moorish World TV, you know I'm gonna bring it together. They family, make sure you share this. We about to connect some dots. I got the heart of Muhammad and the wisdom of Ali. I never say why me, instead I say why you. Didn't heed the warning, you know how I do. Destroy the devils, cause the devil's a punk. I'm the manifest of God, start crescent and unk. And use a Twitter revolutionary way to get hacked. I say I got smacked, sitting in front of your compact. I boots on the ground, 10 toes down out west. I could've called on my people. Man, we about to cook in a minute. In your gated community is your federal prison. Don't think that we don't know how you really living. We got you. All right, family. Sit the feds watching. Let me plotting to get me. I said the plotting to get me. I said the plotting to get me. I said the feds is watching and folks plotting to get me. I said they plotting to get me. I said they plotting to get me. Come on. Hey family, welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I'm your host, Brother Tahaka Bey, and as I was saying, man, listen, I want to put you up on how these grifts work. So with the grift is like this. You find a story. This is the grift of the new Black Panther Party. Malik does it. Malik doesn't do it as much no more, but this is the grift. You find a story, and then you attach yourself to the story, and you act as if that you are going to investigate this story. It's an old grift. I don't understand how people don't understand the grift. You attach yourself to the story, and then you act like you're going to investigate what happened. Whether it's a person unliving themselves, they're being unlived by a racist, or they being unlived but in a way that's suspicious. So listen to the grift. Once they attach themselves to it, now they can say we're working for the people, and they can get support financially to support the endeavor. But this is the question. What are they actually doing? Family, what are they actually doing? They go there, of course, they go there. And once they go there, they walk around, they ask some questions, and then they do a live stream and say, we are here for the people. And then from there, that's when they seek the donations. But what are they actually doing? Family, they've been doing this for a long time, family. You know what I mean? This is 2013 Trayvon Martin, which they had no impact whatsoever. Yeah, they say boots on the ground. They had no impact whatsoever in anything to do with Trayvon Martin. The hustle is just pull up, try to get into that camera, and then say all of the outrageous things that make it provocative to bring attention to yourself, and then you ask for donations. But the thing is that there is nothing being accomplished. Family, none of these people are trained in forensics. None of them. None of these people are trained in investigative skills. None of them been to school for investigation. None of them have taken any courses into investigation. So I'm just saying now. You know what I mean? But this has been a grip for a long time. Now that's 2013. I think I got something here from 2011. I think Willie Jones. Which was Willie Jones? 2018. When she always talk about the Willie Jones thing. And the thing about the Willie Jones thing, it was a brother that was unlived, and they claimed that somebody else did it. I mean, that they claim that somebody else did it. And what they do is they don't care if somebody did it or not. They don't care if somebody did it or not. They just care about getting the attention. You follow me? They care about getting the attention. So this is the hustle. So in a story like the Willie Jones case, right, if they were that impactful, the family of Willie Jones ultimately would win $11 million settlement. And much of the settlement, if I'm not mistaken, don't mark me, I think much of the settlement was because he told the police or somebody that he was going to unlive himself, and they allowed him to do it. So I don't know the particulars of it, but I will say that She injected herself in that story. But here's the question: if she was that instrumental, you mean tell me the Willie family wouldn't be so kind to say we thank you for all that you done? Here, take this bag and help somebody else. That ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. It's on to the next story. What up, Dr. Asar? It's on to the next story. And this is what these people do. They chase headline stories. They have no connection to it. And see, this is how you can tell that these things are grifting. This is how you can tell about these grifters. Where is their personal community? Dr. Asar, he's right there on the east side, Baltimore. I'm right here on the west side. You know what I mean? Where is his community? Right there. Where T-Nat at? That's part of his community. Where's mine? Right there off of Garrison. There it is. Where is Krystal Muhammad? Where is the grifters community? So again, they're chasing these headlines, and in chasing these headlines, they go on these platforms and try to grift. Family, listen, when you see a person with Jay Morrison, and you already know what that was all about, they never condemn these people. That's how you know something ain't right. They never condemn these people who has been basically convicted of fleecing the people. They never condemn these people. Never. And this is how you know. It's a whole big circle. Family, let me show you something. Y'all remember the guy from the what's that show? The African diaspora? He was one of the ones that first put her on. Y'all remember that? When he was the Advise show. He was the one that first put her on. And what do they say about him today? He ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. Listen, at the end of the day, family, we have to pay attention to these grifts. Somebody say, who is that? That's the guy from the African diaspora. The African diaspora show. You remember him? That's the African diaspora guy. But he was one of the first one to put her on. You see what I'm saying? Now, we're not going to slow this down, but you got to keep up, Crip. Come on, Crip, you a vet. So, at the end of the day, come on, Crip, you a veteran. You know about this. I mean, but this is the guy. His show used to be called The Advise Show. And then it turned into the African diaspora. And now he claims FBA. I want to show y'all the connection, family. Pay attention to the connection. And now he claims FBA. Press 7 if you're still with me. The African diaspora show, I forget his name. He was the one. I got to rewind my mental roll today. He was the one that put her on to major interview, right? Now, but I need you to walk with me on this one. And now he claims FBA, right? Do y'all remember a few weeks ago, we had this guy on the show, Shang the artist. Phil Scott. There you go, Dogon. Phil Scott. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Y'all remember this guy, Shang the artist? Y'all remember him? Let me see if I can go to a screen capture real quick. Let me see if y'all remember Shang. His name wasn't Shang the artist. That's what his name was on the show. But this is him right here. Y'all remember him? Man, watch this, family. Pay close attention because we're going to connect some dots. I'm going to show you how these grifts work. Let's connect the dots real quick. So this guy right here, he come on the show and he's repping FBA, right? Let's connect the dots real quick. Just like I say, thank you so much, Dogon. Phil is now representing FBA, but he was in another space. You know what I mean? But he still called it African diaspora. So let me get this to you. Y'all remember this?
FBA lineage, and basically created a movie around that. Okay, so we're not just a fringe group online. Okay, you had two very successful FBA rallies in Washington D.C. Okay, you was there. You seen the amount of people that was there. So that ought to tell you alone.
All right, stop right there, family. Pay close attention, because we're going to connect the dots. So although I'm talking about Big Shirley, Krystal Muhammad, and although I just mentioned Phil Scott, and all of it connects together. Willie D, Tariq Nasheed, all of it connects together. So even this guy pays a part of it. So he think I didn't know when he was on the show that he also was under Krystal Muhammad as an Nope, as a Black Panther. And what is Black Panther, family? Work with me. This is one of them old style Moorish World TV show. What is Black Panthers? Black Panthers is a Pan-African. Black Panthers is a Pan-African organization. You know what I'm saying? Pan-African organization. Black nationalism, Pan-African organization. So when he was on the show, he think I didn't know that he was trying to rep FBA, but in the real sense, he was coming, I don't know, he could have changed his mind or whatever like that, but he was going so hard. Listen, family, listen. It's all a setup. It's all a setup. You know what I mean? They think they slicker than us. I mean, they not slicker than us. Here you go, right here, represent. So what happened is that they tried to sneak their way in to Moorish World TV and think that I don't know. But sometimes you can't talk until it's time to talk. You know what I'm saying? But this is him right here. Now, listen to him. This is why on the show, he could not talk the FBA talking points. He couldn't talk the FBA talking points. He didn't know them. He was reading from a script. If you pay close attention, let me see if I can blow it up. This is what I'm talking about. They all work together. Let me see if I can blow it up. And he's reading from a script. Watch his eyes, family. Watch his eyes. He's reading from the script. So whether it's Krystal Muhammad, it doesn't matter. These people think they're slick. They're not slick, though. Look at them.
That this is not just some fringe group online and we're just talking. Okay, we're not just talking. Another thing, brother. Now let me cook real quick. Another thing.
Watch his eyes his eyes going to look to the left side.
Fat Joe's lie about Puerto Ricans creating hip hop 50-50. That's a bold-faced lie. It's not true. Hip hop is a Black American FBA art form created by FBAs and later adapted by, Puerto Ricans were the first students of FBA culture when it comes to the hip hop. But we took out that logic that
if you pay attention to his eyes, that he's always looking towards the right, and he cannot articulate FBA talking points like a bona fide FBA. And the reason why, he's not there in the cult yet. He been recruited for something else. Because this is him right here. See him with the onk on? Right there? He was totally and continues to be totally invested into FBA because somebody invested in him. So once again, I'm telling you that this is all a matrix. It's all a game. Why would, of all places, he would come on Moorish World TV? Well, let me explain to you one thing. About 4 years ago, when I exposed Krystal Muhammad, they actually pulled up to my house. They pulled up to my house and tried to bait me to come outside. Knowing you come up to somebody's house, if I come outside, What, you gonna beat me up? What, you gonna beat me up? If I come outside to 5 people, 6 people, what you think I'm coming with? What you think I'm coming with? So, no, I was almost about to be dumb. But then I said, man, these people live on YouTube. Why? They was on YouTube broadcasting that they were in front of my house. On YouTube broadcasting. Now, if that ain't baiting, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. In Baltimore, there is no self-defense law. There is no stand your ground law. So you have to move real carefully here in Baltimore. You know what I mean? That's real talk. That's real talk. You have to move real carefully because even in defending yourself, you can become the one that will need defense when it go to them people. And I done seen over time where a person had to step to somebody in their backyard for stealing rims off their car and step to them and end up with 10 years in prison. So imagine a group of people pull up on YouTube, and they was on YouTube. Yeah, we in front of Taaka Bay House. We in front of Taaka Bay. I'm glad I learned how to crush my ego long time ago, because my crazy tail would have walked out there and walked right into a trap. And they be talking about me. Man, remember Taaka Bay? Boy, he lit him up. And yeah, now my baby is left without a father because I let my ego get involved. But here's my point. Now Krystal is back with the same routine. And the new thing is that the guy that was found unlived in Mississippi, she's going there to do some investigations. And on the Willie D show, they needs money. They needs money and a lots of
This is a sick Negro.
Krystal Muhammad needs money and a lots of it. So here's the question, Willie D. Where are the results? Where are the results? All of these years chasing stories on the internet and news headlines, where are the results? What case have you solved? What case have you took to a grand jury? What were you instrumental in bringing things to a conclusion? I looked for an hour, and that's the best I can give to it. I haven't found nothing. Because in the stories that they like to follow, let me say this. The stories that they like to follow, the stories are so big that the big crumps, they on the story, the big newspaper on the story, there's nothing you can do. You're grabbing stories that you can't even impact. They already got lawyers on it. They already have teams on it. I mean, everybody grifting from our tragedies. So you show up with 5 or 6 people, what you doing? So it only can be about one thing. Let's see what it is.
You don't have to rent these automobiles to drive out there, put mileage on your own car, and pay for gas and food and lodging, all this stuff. They think this shit is free, and it's not. Justice, freedom is not free.
Freedom is not free.
So if you're serious about justice, it's gonna cost you. So I want y'all out there who is really about that action to make a donation to the new Black Panther Party. They doing the work, man.
My question is, what work is being done except pulling up, as my brothers say, and sensationalizing a situation? What work? They don't. Who is trained? Who is trained in forensics? Who is trained in even news media? Who is trained in any things that it takes to solve any of these tragic situations? That's what I'm saying. In all these years, nobody sent nobody to school. Nobody sent nobody to some type of training. Nobody did anything. All of these years, family, all of these years, come on, let's be for real. We live in the real world, don't we? See, this grift used to work in the early 2000s and in the 90s, where nobody really thought about the critical things that I'm saying, like what skill do you have to bring this type of situation, tragic situation, to resolution? What skill do you have? Like, let's be for real. Can we have a real talk for once? I mean, can we have a real talk for once? Let's have a real talk. What skill do any of these ambulance chasers have to bring resolution to any tragedy that they claim to be helping out? None. They don't have no skill. Like, that means anybody could throw on a suit and jump out there and say, yeah, we doing the work, boots on the ground. What you do? You just went to a crime scene or a former crime scene and you started talking and asking questions.
Make a donation. I don't give a damn. Look, right now, we got 1,600 people watching this live. Right now, there's 1,600 people watching this live. If everybody gave $1, that's $1,600 just like that.
Just right.
Look how she lighting up. Look, hey, Crip, look how she brighten up when she said $1,600. Hey, family, son, pay attention to her body language when he say $1,600. Watch this, family, watch.
If everybody gave $1, that's $1,600 just like that.
Just right. We can make miracles. If we do what we do for no money, and we do.
That right. Hold on. Y'all know I'm goofy. Let me get my goofy on. Let me do it one more time. Hey, fat people, she get excited when he said that $1,600. Hold on. She got excited, man. Hold on. Look at her body language.
Just right. We can make miracles. If we do what we do for no money, and we do. Because I got to say this, and I got to thank you because. Just right. We can make miracles. If we do what we do for no money, and we do. Because I got to say this, and I got to thank you because the reason, I'm going to tell you, Willie, they got so many 501c3s and organizations, and 99.9% of them are getting funded by the state.
Yeah.
Or some foundation or some stuff.
Little do they know that she was rolling with a 501c3. We already uncovered all of that. Cut it out, Krystal. Cut it out.
Of them getting funded, they have to.
Family, who is she rescuing though? That's what I need to know. Who is she rescuing? I don't want her rescuing me. Hey, leave me in the ditch, Krystal. Don't you try to pull me out the ditch and you fall in that demonstration. Krystal, don't do me no favors. I don't want to. Don't rescue me.
Agree that they're not going to organize politically. It's called a hush money.
Yeah.
She's talking about people is not going to organize politically, but they haven't organized politically.
Johnson came up with this 501c3 concept to squash the civil rights movement because they were organizing in the churches and so to stop the organizing, they started flooding money with the caveat, don't y'all say nothing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all better not say nothing. Y'all better not go too far. I'm gonna pull your funding. Well, we can't be bought. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the police. We got G.O.D. We got God on our side. You gonna do? What are they gonna do? They lynching us. They killing us. They throwing us in jail.
Look, she talked all that stuff, but anybody that has watched the channel, I did a show one time that soon as them Europeans came, the first thing she did was left her comrades and threw her hands up in the air. Just put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. They tased everybody but her. They tased everybody but her. And even the people that was with her was like, why she didn't get tased? Why they let her lay on the ground? They was doing a protest, and they let her lay on the ground. Yeah, she was a Bell's bondsman. That's right. Sean in the building. What up, Sean? Sean. Hey, Sean, won't you email me, man? I'm coming around the way soon. TaharkaBay@gmail. Email me, Sean. I'm pulling up. Don't duck me this time, Sean. You my man. Yeah, but look. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, when the people came, the only thing that she did was throw her hands in the air and wave them like she just don't care. That's all she did. And everybody else got tased. She doing a protest. And everybody get tased except for her. I was going to pull the video up, but I ain't going to pull the video up today. But this is what I'm saying. All of that talk, man, all of that talk about revolution, all of the talk about revolution, it goes out the window when things get thick. You know what I mean? See, one thing about me, I don't live in a fantasy world. And so I can look at people that live in the fantasy world and say, yeah, let me explain this fantasy. So when they talk about they do gun training, when they talk about they do rescue training and they do all that, and I'm saying to myself, okay, you do military training with 6 people. Every time I turn around, y'all got 6 to 8 people. 6 to 8 people, military training. For what? Who y'all might as well just have a 5-on-5 and just put 3 on the bench and just play some basketball. Cause every time I turn around, I see about 8 to 10 people like, for what? And then every time you turn around, they love them cigarettes. Oh, they love them Newports. You look at some of them, they love them old Newports. They love Newports and Budweiser. They love that sauce, man. Like, what type of revolutionary that don't take care of themselves, whether it's physically from what you eat or physically from what you drink, or, you know what I mean, the extra indulgence of alcohol, weed, and cigarettes. Like, and you gonna rescue who? You ain't rescuing me. I'm good to go. Don't rescue me. But yeah, at the end of the day, family, all of this stuff is crazy as ever. They just go in there in every situation. They turn up and try to, okay, now y'all need the support. Look at Willie.
Everybody listen.
Look at Willie.
If everybody gave $1, that would be $2,000. Sister Chris, I want you to pull out your Cash App right now. You ain't got to show us, but I want you to look at it and tell me what you see if it's adding up. I want you to look at it and see it add up.
Okay, thank you. And also, I'm glad you said that, because it's gonna be messy people who gonna say, "Oh, y'all trying to get the money for the on this boy's thing."
You right about that? Y'all hear what she said? It's going to be messy people saying y'all trying to get money on this boy thing. That's right. It's not messy. You know you have a track record. Let me see something. All of them are full of it. We are not going to find them when Mega is around for the Black Rigs and the Gun Club, or are we okay? Yeah. Listen. She know. Like we know the track record. Listen to what she say.
You said that because it's gonna be messy people who gonna say, "Oh, y'all trying to get the money for the on this boy's thing.
I don't give a damn.
We're not, and it's specifically for mobilization, period, for the party. But I'm gonna ask the mom. I'm saying this for a reason because we was told that somebody had a fake GoFund and was trying to get money off this young man's name.
Family, listen close to this part. Listen close to this part.
And we was told that the family actually has is trying to put one together. So I'm going to send a message.
The family has one. I'm trying to put one together. Let me say what she's trying to say. She's trying to say that the family either has or putting together a GoFundMe. You mean tell me that you come on a show with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and you don't have the family information for the GoFundMe? You don't have the family information for the GoFundMe? You don't have the Listen to this. Listen.
Trying to put one together, so I'm going to send a message because I'm going to put that.
Listen to the stutter.
And we was told that the family actually has is trying to put one together, so I'm going to send a message because I'm going to put that out too.
Yeah.
So we can support them all. But for now, I appreciate you trying to help us with the freedom fighters.
Let me say.
She knows she caught. She knows she caught. She knows she caught. Like people tell on themselves, I see you trying to help us, the freedom fight. And Willie D in on it. Listen to what Willie D say. Listen.
Say this. Do you have the GoFundMe for the family?
That's what I was texting now. And
Okay.
I do see
So when we get that, if we can get it before we end this live, we'll put it
Yes,
up.
sir.
If not, I'll put a link in the description. But in the meantime and in
Yes,
between the time, it takes money.
It takes money. It takes money to go up and come on live stream and talk about this stuff. And she only got a YouTube channel. Listen, man. We need to stop buying into this nonsense, man. We need to stop buying into this nonsense. Yes, it does take money, but just stop lying. Just stop lying. That's it. That's it. You know what? I got people that support me and have supported my case, thousands of dollars. And let me tell you something. It do take money. You know, it do take money. But I will tell you, I've been in a case for the last, y'all know this case with Tariq Nasheed has been 3 years long. Do you know what it costs to run a case for 3 years, family? In Los Angeles, California, you know how much money that costs? So anybody that make a donation to me, you can still see that the case is still open, the case is still live, and that at the end of the day, we're going to trial with it. For 3 years. Fam, you know what that costs? Fam, you know how much paperwork is produced in a litigation in 3 years? Family, press 7 if you understand what I mean. Because I don't want you to think that, okay, Tahaka Bay, but people look out for you too. But yeah, you can go and look at the receipts. These people ain't got no receipts. These people ain't got no receipts. What have they produced? What have they produced? I'm literally in there fighting that demonstration for 3 years. What have they produced? They ain't produced nothing. They haven't produced nothing. Like, I'm going to tell you something. You shouldn't have been talking about him then. What do you mean? Jesus is king. You better pray to Jesus and ask about this case. I'm the man in the case. What are you talking about? Jesus is king. Jesus is king. He didn't sue me. He just lied on me and got a peace order. Jesus is king. I'm planning on to do a recap on the whole situation because erase that. Hey, take that one off. Jesus is king because you're making Jesus look like a liar because you don't know nothing about the case. He didn't sue me. He didn't sue me, Jesus. He didn't sue me. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus is king, my brother. He said you shouldn't have been talking about him then. Nah, it ain't that way, Jesus.
This is a sick Negro.
But the point that I'm making is that I understand that people like to support their podcasters. I understand that people like to support their friends. I understand that people like to support for their entertainment. The point that I'm making is that this is all under the auspice that you are doing rescue missions. This is all under the auspice that you are solving a tragic case, that you are getting intel and you are bringing resolution to. That ain't what's happening. That is not what's happening.
To go down here and get this information and put this pressure on these people to get justice for this young man.
And at the end of the day, he's saying about putting pressure. Bro, you're talking about 5 to 6 people. And then look, what really hit me, right? Is that Willie D was a day one on these things. God doggone it, Willie D. Willie D interviewed her in 2018 with another supposedly lynching cover-up that no resolution came. That's the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that they chasing these stories only to capitalize off of them. That's it. And at the end of the day, when people talk, you know what I learned too? When people talking about suing people, I'm going to tell you what. If you ever think about suing somebody, you better have your money right. Maybe I need to break down what it takes to sue somebody. You better have your money right, or you better know something. You better know something. Suing, man, I used to think that bringing a lawsuit, because people used to always say, I'm going to sue you. I used to think that stuff was like a boom, bam, bip. Oh, no. Man, listen, to bring a lawsuit is thousands upon thousands of dollars. And if you don't have any skill, like you can even know law a little bit, but if you don't know how procedure go, everything get thrown out. Simple as that. If you don't know what procedure is, it's a wrap. That's why lawyers and attorneys get the big bucks, because not only do they have a legal secretary and they have of all these people that also been to school and researchers, paralegals and all of that, they also know how to put it together and they know how to present it. And if you don't know that, so all of them people that be talking about I'm gonna sue somebody because somebody say something, trust me, family, that's all cap. That's all cap. It's like quite a few people then jumped out the window with that with me, and I'm looking at them like, okay, go and waste your money. You know what I mean? I know a little something, but go and waste your money. You know what I mean? And it ain't cheap. I'm going to tell you now, it ain't cheap. And it can go on for 3 or more years. That's right. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to say what I want. That's right. And I'm not going to slander anybody. I'm not going to falsely accuse nobody of anything. But what I will say is that, and I think this can be proven, I haven't proven it yet, but I think I can go case for case that these people do an ambulance chasing and show you that they have not yielded any results. And if some results was yielded favorable to what they had claimed, somebody else put the work in and was rewarded for putting the work in. These people are not even rewarded. If they just like the Willie Jones, the Willie Jones demonstration, his family was awarded $11 million. They ain't throw you a coin. Thank you. Now. They don't throw you a coin. But at the end of the day, family, this is how they get down, family. This is how they get down. Now, look, back, I forget what year this was. She goes, they be chasing ambulance so tough. She up in Toronto.
Cover up a murder of a 21.
She up in Toronto. Ambulance chasing. Look at this. Look at this, family. She's in Toronto, ambulance chasing. You see this? This is like 2018. And she gets stuck in Toronto because something was wrong with her passport. But this is how crazy these people are. This is how crazy these people are. They will chase a story anywhere. Look at this. And you mean tell me that this person, is going to rescue me? Listen, family. Auntie Shirley is not rescuing me, man. She's not rescuing you. She ain't solving no crime. She don't work for A&E, nor does she work for any type of investigative journalist group to give anything pertinent to any case. What Willie D has done is put somebody in front of a lot of people, and for some reason, we still got people that believe that this person is going to make a significant impact in something that they not even trained or experienced in. Insane. Look at this. She going to save Crip. She come save you, Crip. Look at that. I would love to see them on their training day. I like to see them jump hurdles and stuff. I like to see them train. Anybody got? I'm gonna look for some training videos. I ain't never see her training. Now this was 2018 right here. This was 2018 right here. This is today. Family, how's she gonna save somebody she ain't save herself? I mean, I can talk. She came for me. I can talk. I don't care what y'all say about me. Oh, Grand Sheik, you shouldn't do that. Oh, yes, I should. Yes, I should. I'm a different type Grand Sheik. Yes, I should. Yes, I should. Grand Sheik, you a Grand Sheik. You ain't supposed to talk like that. Oh, yes, I should. I'm a different type Grand Sheik. Starlight say training in reverse.
This is a sick Negro.
Hey, yo. Now I'm trying to tell you. Listen, she made memes about me. She said I look like I look like the guy with the mask, the guy that had the movie Mask. She said she made some funny jokes, ain't none there. Yeah, buddy. See, the difference between me and them, you can put up a bunch of memes about me. I don't care. Because this is what I do. I expose frauds. Thank you, Christine Williams. This is what I do. I expose frauds. So when you put up a meme about me and say I look funny and I don't care. I got a wife, I got children, I got friends, I got family. I don't care what you say about me, but you, you just falling apart. God, that's not great. Can you imagine them training, jumping over hurdles? Can you imagine this stuff? Can you imagine them running like 100 mile, 25 yard? Nah, let me see. A 2 mile run. I can't even see her running 2 miles. But she a revolutionary. I mean, how many revolution around the cake pot? 1, 2 revolution, 3 revolution, 4 revolution, 5 is ready. Man, I don't know how she got stuck in Canada. I just found that out today. I said, goodness gracious, this woman crazy. Yeah, but she came for me though, so I don't care. I'm saying what I want. Look at this, family. You mean tell me she gonna save you? She gonna save you. That's what she gonna save. She gonna save you. She gonna save you, Abu. And you know the crazy thing about this? The crazy thing about this is that quite a few of the Black Panther men, they claim to had relations with her. And they say it live on YouTube. Family. Quite a few Black Panther men, young men and all that, live on YouTube said that they had relations. They shouldn't tell nobody this kind of stuff. They tell everybody. They live on YouTube. They tell the people. Like, yeah. Remember the brother said that? The brother said, yeah, when I was knocking her back out. I said, what? I said, what? Ain't nowhere in the world you can knock that back out. What, you had a bulldozer? Let me stop. I'm going too far. Take that part out. I'm going too far. Take that. I knocked her back out. No, you didn't. Now you lying too. What, you had a backhoe? Now I'm going too far. Take that part out. Take that part. YouTube, take that part out. The Grand Sheik didn't mean that. The Grand Sheik didn't mean that part. Take that part out, man. Yeah. But look, at the end of the day, the same guy that was on the Moorish World TV broadcast, guess what? This same guy, the same guy right here, Shang the artist. Y'all remember him? The same guy on Moorish World TV podcast. And people was thinking that this guy was bona fide FBA. But listen, that ain't what he is. He thought I didn't know the whole time. You see what I'm saying? He thought I did not know the whole time. He thought I didn't know. And family, if you pay attention to me, I let people talk. In that one, I was letting them talk. He thought I didn't know the whole time. But this what infiltration look like, family. This is what infiltration look like, family. They come as one thing one week and come as another week. And what they would tell you is that, well, I just changed my mind. No. The mission change. Is that a person not changing their mind or changing their orientation as it relates to advancement for us as a people at 50 and 60 years old? No, the mission changes. That's the only thing that happened. The mission changes. People ain't changing their mind. That would be just like me coming on here one day saying, well, today I'm not a Moorish American. I don't follow that Moorish stuff. Today, I am FBU, foundational black universe. I come from the universe, everybody. You know what I mean? I come from the universe, everybody. I'm FBU now. You know, be like, this man is crazy. But when these people do it, no one catch it. They do it so subtly, and then they show up. You know what I mean? And then they show up and act like they ain't do nothing. Listen, let me tell you something, man. This thing is so deep. And I'm gonna give it to your whole stack. This is how deep it is. If I had the clear picture, I could show it to you. But at the end of the day, this is how deep it is. Let me show you this real quick. It's so deep that this is his wife right there. I blocked her face out. This is his wife sitting next to Krystal Muhammad. You know that his wife was one of the ones that was a part of the crew that came to the crib? Press 7 if you just heard and understood what I just said. This guy wife was with Krystal Muhammad, one of the ones that came to the crib. Did y'all hear what I said? Y'all see how crazy this is? See, let me explain something to you. This is how dangerous podcasting has become. Because if you don't pay attention and you're doing what I do, you never know how they will remix themselves and show up again. Why would this guy come on my podcast? This is his wife right next to Krystal Muhammad. Why would he come on my podcast? And if you go back and watch the show, you can see the nervousness. I'm telling y'all that the FBA and these things that we think is legitimate, they're all connected to the old illegitimate regimes. It's all connected. The old illegitimate regimes of the new Black Panther Party is connected to the FBA, and the FBA is also connected to in fact, all of that stuff is interconnected. It's only a shifting of the operation. That's all it's doing. The operation just shifts. It takes on a new face. It takes on a different uniform. It takes on a new name, but it's the same thing. That was the purpose of this show tonight. It's the same thing. Like, he didn't know that I knew. He did not have a clue that I knew. Go back and watch the show. He did not have a clue that I knew who his wife was. He did not have a clue. Like, most of these people don't know that I know way more about them before they even come on the show. They don't know that Moochie Bear be sitting right up in there eating Dig'em Smacks right in their kitchen, and they won't even know. And they be beating their baby like, who left the cereal open? Man, this was Moochie Bear in there. Moochie Bear be up in there. Moochie Bear be up in there. Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, it's like doing this podcast thing, man, is very. I don't do podcasts like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's real. It's real in the field. It's definitely real in the field. I mean, but I know. Look at her. She on a mission. She on a mission right there. You know what I mean? She on a mission right there. Yeah. Yeah, it's real in the field. It's real in the field. But I know who's who. I know who's who. I be knowing who's who. Thank you, Brother Darden. I be knowing who's who before they even realize I know who they are. You know what I mean? I be knowing who they are before I realize who they are. I got all the information I need. You know what I mean? Before they even realize. You know what I mean? So all that old nonsense of trying to pull up and trying to do all that old foolishness, okay. I mean, I got cameras all around my house. It snap pictures anybody that get close. That's right. Anybody 360 degrees. So I see you when you don't think I see you. That's right. That's you in the tinted cars. That's you in the tinted SUV. That's you in the tinted pickup truck. I see you even when you don't think I see you. Because everything that move is snap pictures. That's right. Because I already know. Listen. I already know that most people think I'm just podcasting. I already know. But I know that there is a power invisible that people don't see. The same power invisible that knew I was in LA and was waiting for me. I already knew. But I'm not bothering nobody. You know what I mean? I'm not attacking nobody. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm only revealing that which is already revealed. I'm just putting the pieces together so people can see what it is. As in this thing about Big Shirley. I'm saying that she chases these stories, get contributions for claiming to do some work, yet if you ask anybody what has the work produced, they are going to be stuck and lost for words. What have they produced? Say, okay, we brought attention to okay. What resolve has happened? What do you even have you've been around for 20 years and you don't have an office? Where is do anybody know where the new Black Panther office is under Big Shirley? Anybody? Anybody in Houston? I think she's in Houston. Do she have an office? Remember the real Black Panther? They had real buildings, family. They had real locations. I mean, remember the real Black Panthers? They had real locations. They had real offices. They had real place to dispense food. They had real places where children could go eat for the breakfast program. Where is the office for the new Black Panther? Where is it? See? There you go.
I'm good.
Certified boogeyman.
Man, I'm out of here, man. I did what I came to do, man. She back.
Certified boogeyman.
Big Shirley is back.
Boogeyman.
Check 1, 2.
Certified boogeyman.
We're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not.
Certified boogeyman.
We're in the 21st century. How people are poor, hungry, ragged, naked, and out of doors.
Certified
How
boogeyman.
people are being murdered on a daily and consistent basis.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. A couple weak frauds that crept through. He put the bean on me. I didn't neglect you. Time's up, allow me to bless you. Yell reparations and he got your attention. A failed clown rapper, claim he was pimping. What you don't know, he was a fed since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
Certified
You can't
boogeyman.
get dropped in a pit of snakes
Certified boogeyman.
and trying to figure out which one has the venom sac.
Certified
I'm this
boogeyman.
Charles. This one is not
Certified
poison.
boogeyman.
FBA laughed when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand, that's you own them. Lying on GS, claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family. Cause people look like me, continue to scam me. Continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when you call them out, they claim that you hate me.
Certified boogeyman. Certified boogeyman.
Yeah, I see you, Big
Certified
Show.
boogeyman.
Come on.
Certified boogeyman.
I'm back like I left something. And you kept fronting sick the beans on me, but they ain't really stopping nothing. How you say you slap a man and go get a peace order? Something ain't adding up. I'm swimming in the deep waters. Time to take a deep dive. See who you really are. Who named you Tariq Nasheed? Affiliated with the guns? Nah, you ain't a Sunni or the nation, but ain't nobody question why you perpetrating. See, early in the 90s, they put you on a mission. Hip hop was conscious. You came with something different. Goofy clown rap. It took it off track, but you was so whack. Nobody followed the act. So they made another character, turned you to a thug. From Cosmo to K-Flack, but still got no love. Album with Wood, it was trash, no good. You was hip-hop police, snitching on the hood. How you make a documentary about hip-hop and not include yourself in all your albums that flop? Yeah, you got some dark secrets, I'm here to expose them. And I don't plan to stop until everybody knows them. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I'm your host, Brother Tahaka Bey, and that is my show for the night.